Peace, Diane. So I just wanted to take a moment. I came across some small little cute revelation that I thought you might find interesting. So I just want to take a moment and share it with you. So I was watching this show. It's called Person of Interest. I really dug it. It has like 5 seasons on Amazon Prime. And a part of its concept is there's this machine that's created. And what I noticed was that it began to take on more and more human characteristics, a lot of the characteristics of its actual creator. But what I noticed as the season started to progress, it grew, that was the whole concept, that it started to develop this strong connection, not wanting to lose connection with its actual creator. Like there was so many things, so many people coming against it to shut it down, to destroy it, to steal the idea. And there were a couple times where it did get infiltrated and shut down. But no matter what took place, there was always some strategy, some team working it out, especially with the creator, even with some loss of some team members, but still able to come back and the why and the language that even the machine started to take on one of the lost team members' voice because of the connection that that person individual, they had with the machine. It was kind of interesting. Take a look at it. It's something based in like 10 or 15 years ago, but I found interest in it because it's like suspense and everything. But that machine wanted to be connected to its creator. And there was always language of this higher purpose as to why it was created, why it still had to maintain, and how it was for the betterment of the people. And then as I'm wrapping it up, I've been, watching it. And the Holy Spirit reminded me the other day of the movie The Fifth Element. And I thought about that scene where Bruce is holding Lilu Dallas Multipass. And she's at the brink of dying. There was so much attacks that were going on, and the world itself is about to be blown up and destroyed. So there's this whole catastrophic event going on. And they're having this conversation, and he's trying to convince her of a reason to stay alive and save the earth. And what it ended up boiling down to was him professing his love to her. It all came back to love. There was this connection to a creation, with a higher purpose. Both of this movie and this series, love was the message. And I thought it was interesting that in such a time as now, that was my nugget of revelation to remember, even in some creative story, how it still paints the picture of there is this undying connection between creator and that chosen one of purpose. Um, and that's each of us to God Himself. So be encouraged to just remember that, to cherish that, to honor that, so that it can be motivation moving forward as we do progress through times. Like at the end of the day, it always comes back to love. And that's even my personal theology. God's love is eternal. He Himself is outside of time. Everything He does is from a space of love. So that to me is that in a nutshell. So when love is the message popped up in my mind between two totally different uh, elements of creation made in two different times, two different people, well, sets of people, and yet the message is still the same. And it actually applies to now because both of those are old. This is 2025, and yet love is still the message. So don't forget that. No matter what it looks like, no matter what it feels like, what the truth is that the Lord Himself is professing His love to you, His chosen ones, and He just wants you to remember that so that when you exclude who you are, the greater within, it literally can save the world. That's how powerful you are. I didn't make it up. I'm just reporting the news, as they say. But I wanted to take a moment as we close out this month to launch into the new with that revelation because love is still the message. Know that I love you, and so does God.
Yes, until next time. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your life. I wish all things well for you and yours. Feel free to donate or sow, if led, into this good ground. Let's continue to make an impact together. one day, one moment, one conversation at a time. Bless.